is, again, aesthetically. So this is your supervillains, DC supervillains. Who makes this? This is from... Oh, there's the company right there. So yeah, it's a really cool book. Here's another DK. It's a shorty. And this is your Batman. So I got it because obviously between this and the first one, it's been probably like 15 years. And so I figured, you know what, at this point, I'm sure there's a lot of newer stuff there. These kind of repeat themselves. If you know, you know. So this is year by year. And it's a slip. And you can get these super cheap guys. I think actually I got this at a Savers for $4. And it's normally like a $50 book. So obviously it comes out and it has art. And the front is kind of cool on this one. No, it's not this one. It's the next one. So then this is probably like a couple years later, as you can see. And so it does repeat itself, guys. It really does. But, you know, obviously because it's a couple years later, it gives you more content. So, and I get them so cheap that it's just like, I'll just keep it. This is the one that's kind of odd. So this one has a die cut cover, as you can see. So year by year. So again, a lot of the same content is in all three years, except this time, instead of having one big book, they broke it into four. So 60s, 70s, 80s. Oh, 50 to 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. And then modern. Here's the Marvel side. So here's your Spider-Man. And I had gotten the original X-Men, but then see, I got the updated version like a year later. So I got rid of the other one. It's probably one of the very few updates that I have. Here's your Hulk. Let me kind of move this way, sorry. Here's your your Ultimate Avengers, basically. They're all Ultimate guides. Here's your FF. Blech, I don't like the FF. Sorry, guys, if you do. I'm just trying to be a completist. Ghost Rider, and then my first Marvel Encyclopedia. I believe this is literally the first one. It might be the second one. And then again, even this, the visual history, is basically your encyclopedia. It repeats itself a little bit. And I just lost, let me take it out of the way. I lost my Black Panther little mini. So it's kind of like the same size as the Dark Knight. Except the Dark Knight, they gave him in a hardcover. Black Panther, they did not soft trade. Here's my Conan, because I love Conan. That's one of the things I got rid of. I got rid of all my 10, 11 omnibuses of Conan the Barbarian. I think in a previous video you see them, but unfortunately you won't see them anymore. Well, actually, I already did Marvel, so you won't see them. I love this. Transformers. One of my other favorite franchises, James Bond. Then we get into Star Wars. As you can see there. And this is like your cut and your visual guides and whatnot. So this covers the original 3, then episode 1, Clone Wars episode 2, and then Return of the Sith episode 3. And then this here is just more content inside. I won't bore you with it, but yeah, it's just a lot more episode stuff, especially like the cut, actually in here I have movies 1, 2, and 3, but it's the die cut of all the ships and all the stuff where there you go. So instead of going up, I'll just kind of keep going just so I can kind of finish this off, but here's more a visual guide. Let me move again. So here's a visual guide of Darth. Another Ultimate guide. And again, it kind of repeats itself a little bit. Not as bad as the Marvel and DC, but it does have some same entries and whatnot. Yeah, that's the latest one. Here's my Halo. It's my favorite franchise of all time. I know I said my Holy Trinity for Nintendo was the 3 characters that I mentioned, but in terms of in all, Halo's my thing. Here's a visual guide for Legos, for the Batman world, and for the Star Wars world. And then here I have my character encyclopedia for Clone Wars, and then my character encyclopedia for the movies. And then here, this is, I believe, Galaxy Awards, just a reader collection. I know these are not, again, graphic novels, but I mean, that's my Arkham Asylum guide. And I just love it because it's literally a poster. So if you want, you can put it in your wall. It's like a wraparound. Again, going back to Halo, this is Reach. And my man is on this, my favorite second Spartan. But anyway, and then, some more. I won't even pull these out. But yeah, you can kind of see these are some old school Brady games and Prime. And yeah, so we'll do another pause and we'll start from the top. All right, and we continue. So here's my compendium from the starter kit that that Image made with Skybound and whatnot. So yes, this is complete. I ended up getting all the goodies with it, and I have these guys right on top to match. So anyway, I know that when you first saw it, you started watching me pan, they were backwards. So it's something that I've been doing for many years. I hate the fact that let me grab a book that has it. Do I have one here? I'll get to it. When I get to it, I'll kind of go back to it. So anyway, yes, complete. And then here we have some trades. So G.I. Joe versus Cobra. It's not a trade, but again, I have no other place to put it, so I just kind of keep it there. There's usually like 4 of these to be complete, but I had number 1 of this, of the Mark Belemo, but I gifted it to a real good friend of mine. So I just, it's like it's all repeated anyway. He just had a little bit more content, but I kept, 2 and 3, obviously. Here's my Mark Belemo Transformers guide in identification, Transformers collection. I think these are from Fantagraphics. I think I'm missing maybe one, but these are all original first prints. A little hard to get. You can get seconds and thirds, but they're all expensive anyway. My one and only compendium for the Darkness. Missing number 1, but I think that's a little pricey too, and that's why I ended up getting just 1 without 2. Here's this little tiny Micronauts, which is kind of cool because, yes, they live in a microscopic world and whatnot, so it's kind of cool that they made it that way. Battle of the Planets, I'm missing number 1. It's not expensive or anything, I just didn't get it. And then number 2. I believe some of this Darkness is in here, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just figured I'd just keep it as is. So here's 3, here's 5, and then a new storyline. I might be considered 6. I'm not 100% sure. Then I have this, Spear of Destiny. I do like Darkness a lot. Cyber Force, super old school. Strike Force 1. And yes, this is a comic, but it came free one of these trades, so I just kind of keep it together. That's Zero Wildcats. Wildcats again, because this is technically before that. And then Deadly Class 1 through 4. Maybe someday I'll get the hardcovers. It is a really good story. I finished it, but I just kept going to my library and just getting the rest of the trade, so that's how I finished it. Here's Ghosted. This is awesome. I love Joshua Williamson. I think he's great. Great writer. Here's number 2, 3, 4. Haunt, another pretty cool one too, from Kirkman. And going back to Mr. Williamson, here's his Nail Biter. I love this. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 5 and 6. I don't have the second arc, so it's something I gotta get. And then Saga 1 through 9. I know I'm missing some Lucy's, so I'll get those later. Still have the posters in there. And then Void Rivals 1 and 2. So I got to step up my game because I'm missing all the hardcovers too. All the Transformers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe. So one of these days I'll get them. Here's the Image Ultimate Collection. As you can see, a lot of my books are older. I don't have anything super brand new. But anyway, so yeah, here's 1. And I'll have to show you something that's kind of cool. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I actually I was gifted these. I don't know why out of order, but yeah, I'm still thankful. I was gifted 4 and 5. These are the original first prints. All the new stuff is flat. And hopefully I won't mess this up. Sorry about that. All the new stuff has, as you can see, art on the actual heartstock of the cover. And again, the back is the back is flat. On the original run, because again these are all first prints, these were just black. with embossed lettering, and the spines are a little bit rounded. Hopefully you can kind of see that. So I don't know. Some people love the original one. I like the newer ones more, to be honest. But I'm not going to go out and replace these because I still got to get 7 through 12. So I'll keep it as is, and it's kind of like a cool novelty. You know, I can say that I kind of have a little bit of both. So yeah. And then The Walking Dead here. I know I'm a little bit close. 1 through 15. I am missing 11 and 16, and I'm pretty much done. But I'll show you the covers just in case you've never seen them. Let's move Darrow out of the way. And these are not expensive. I just, you know, it's one of those things where I think the last one I read was actually 1 through 10. And then I was like, you know, I can wait, you know, because you end up buying other stuff and whatnot. I haven't even opened this one. So yeah, there's your Walking Dead. And normally, as you can hopefully see, hopefully I did it. If you see your thumbnail, if you see my thumbnail, I should say, you see a whole bunch of action figures, that's normally how this room works. It's action figures that correspond to everything that I own, pretty much. I try not to keep anything in here that's not part of that, just like the statues up there that you've seen in the beginning. Everything exists already in book form. But unfortunately, because I don't have other rooms where I can put my action figures, they just kind of like live here too. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me because it's my room, so it is what it is. Chew, the Smorgasbord edition, number 1. Still need 2 and 3. Here's something a lot of people don't talk about. Elephant Men. So the first one was called Hip Flask. I believe there's another oversized like this. Here's the deluxes. So Wounded Animals. I'm missing the dust covers, unfortunately. Fatal Diseases. And then I'm missing 3 and 4. But then I have 5 and 6 that was actually gifted to me too. And then, so that was 5 and this is 6. Great series. I have read it either way. So it's not like I'm missing out because, again, I have them here. So this is Mammoth. So it's basically a repeat of, I believe it's this line. So there's 3 of these. I'm a completionist, so I'm probably going to have double and double. I'll end up double dipping. Here's your 2260, book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I need 2261. I believe there's 1 or 2 volumes, and unfortunately they didn't finish, or it might be complete. But anyway, this here is Lego Star Wars, the complete library. It kind of goes down there, but it didn't fit with the DK stuff that I show you. I actually got this for my son, so I can kind of get him into Star Wars, but the little booger just doesn't want to get into it yet. So, you know, I'm not going to pressure him. It is what it is. It's his loss, not mine. So, but yeah, I got him this, but he really had no interest in it. Here's Geiger 1. Got to get 2. I love this. This is so good. Here's Scumbag. That's great. And from that mail order, the guys that created, what is it they created? I forget. Was it The Walking Dead? No. Was it The Boys? It might have been The Boys. The creator, Peterson. Aubrey, whatever. They created a 4 hardcover set. I only ended up getting 1. I still need 2, 3, and 4 so I can have that complete. I liked it. It was fun. It's just, you know, funds. Again, I'm buying other stuff, so it is what it is. Alrighty, guys. So that was that. You already seen this. Let's go to the next one. All right. So here, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen these videos. I've posted them once a month when I can. Yes. As of February 4th or 5th or whatever day you see this, I am still missing package 13. I was charged on December 1st, and they still haven't sent it to me. They are freaking horrible. I want to really swear, but, you know, I'm trying to keep it PG in case, you know, young people are watching this. But, yeah, they're horrible, man. Like, and yes, a lot of people would say, oh, just cancel. I'm like, well, you know, I already started. I'm already a third into this collection. I only need 2 more years. There's no other way to get this beautiful collection because it is beautiful. And, you know, somebody else created it. It's not like they created it. Ego Moss first started it. and then they just kind of continue. And I believe they haven't sent me 13 because 13 is the one that there's a graphic novel that has, I think, page something, I can't remember the number, repeats itself like 4 pages later. So because of that, they haven't sent me my package. Is that kidding? Like, nobody's really reading these. I mean, I'm sure some people will, but like, I don't need, just send me the damn package already. They charged me for 19, and I get charged every 14th. I'm sorry, I'm making this a rant, guys. It's just, it gets me really kind of pissed off sometimes. I get charged on the 14th. We're on the 3rd or the 4th. I still haven't got my package yet. Oh, the weather, it's been really bad with the snows. Come on. Stop it, please. You haven't even sent it from the warehouse. But I won't go through every single one of these because I've already shown them, I think, in a video. And if I haven't, I'll make up for it by doing it on the next time I get. Because I think I've said that I did want to post every single cover just in case. Again, this is usually how my shelves live with toys or action figures. So this one they didn't want to like change because it's just a pain in the butt, and I already had taken everything off because I was dusting and cleaning. So that 13 is the one that's missing. I believe it's special number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Here's that 10. Here's some of the art and whatnot. So anyway, so sorry about that little rant. But here, now we go back to Fables. So here's your start of DC. So the rest of everything you see here is going to be DC based, whether it's vertical or whether it's, whatever. So here's number 1. And I'm missing a couple. And if you know, it's because they're stupid expensive. So I started getting these after the fact. I didn't get these as they were coming out because, again, I started collecting three odd years ago. So I did have a few prior to that, and then when I decided I want to finish is when I realized that I can't get 7 because it's over $100. So I'm missing 7. I got 8, and I'm missing 9 because, again, that's also like $100 for some strange reason. And then obviously Bill Willingham and DC are having like a fit over rights and money and whatnot. So I get it. So unfortunately, we'll probably never see those. Here's 11, 12, 13. 14, and the encyclopedia. I think they might be a 15 and a 16. So, but again, they're not expensive. Here's Jack of Fables. Then unfortunately, these get small. I don't know why they can't keep them deluxe, but it is what it is. So now you got regular trade size. So here's Werewolves of the Heartland, 101 Nights, and then Fairest, which is part of the Fable universe. Fairest in all the land. Then we have the whole complete The Last Man. Why The Last Man? Sorry about that. So it's 1 through 5. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my thing, just like manga, and I think I said this in the manga video, I try to complete it before go on to the next one because it's just, to me, it looks, and this is just me, it looks a little ugly when you only have a few here and there. And again, I know I've shown you a lot of singles, but it's because I've gotten them for free. It's not like I meant to usually purchase them, especially like with the Darkness when I showed you that. If you're wondering, why do I have comics here? Well, again, because I purged so many books, especially Marvel, I had room. And so I figured, you know what, when DC All In started last year, because it's been over a year now, I almost have the whole run up to like issue 6s at least. And so as an example, here's like all the absolutes. So I started with absolute. Here's your Batman number 1. That is ridiculous. Here's another number 1 right there. I think I have a third one, but I have it in another box because I meant to sell it. It's in my selling box, but I haven't sold it. But yeah, I'm caught up with all the absolutes except I didn't like Martian Manhunter. Flash, I'm a little behind, but my guy at the comic book store, he holds everything for me. Superman, I am up to, where am I up to Superman? 10, so I'm a little behind. Wonder Woman, I am on 15, I think. What is that? Oh, 10, sorry. Oh, yeah, see, I'm mixing, it's at the store, 15 right there. So yeah, so then I did alphabetically. I did start with All In, and then I do because Justice League is like considered like the main title because that's where all the superheroes live. I started with Justice League, but then I go alphabetically. So you saw some Batgirl there. That challenges. Oops, I just bent those. I do have to bag and board. Flash. So I definitely did a run. So with DC and Marvel and a lot of the companies, they do like the first 6 issues, or even like the third or fourth or fifth arc. It's always like 6 or 7 issues at most. 6, 7. Sorry, my kids. I have kids, guys. But yeah, so what I did was I kept at least an arc. So I never started Green Lantern, for example, on issue 1, but I do have I have all these funky, really cool covers of the all-ins, every single one of them that was ever created for that first year. So yeah, so I kept either like the first 6, maybe if it was 7, then yes, I did 7. Some I kept going like Harley. I think I have like 9 Harley books here, 9 of them. So it's like already like in the middle of the second arc, but I'm missing a lot of books. Like he's holding for me like almost 100 books, which is crazy. And he still puts them away from me here. I don't know why. I kept all of Power Girl, all issues 1 through 20. So, but yeah, that's the beginning of All In, which is a beautiful cover. But yeah, so I finished. Did I finish? Yeah, see, issue 20. And I did the same thing with, oh no, I didn't do that with Shazam. So this is the end of A through P. And then here, I start the letter S, so Secret 6, and I did Shazam. I do have the whole run of Shazam, but see here, for some reason, I only did from All In. So there's a variant, but then there you go. So anyway, don't want these to get bent. So yeah, so I did, it's A through W proper. I mean, A through Z proper, I should say, because Zatanna's in there. And then whatever... These are not really part of All In, but they were coming out at the same time. So I kept the Creature Commandos and Resurrection Man, and I think I only got one Peacemaker because the show was coming out, whatever. So yeah, so that's this little thing. So it just kind of lives here. Down here, I have my annotated Sandman. Obviously, there's number 1. I love these. They're so big. They're in black and white, though. And obviously, I haven't gotten to 3 or 4. And then here's your Alan Moore Watchmen annotated. You got Ex Machina. Is this a good example to show you? So, believe it or not, this is the bottom of the book, I believe. And then, I believe this is the top. No, I actually straightened it. So that's the bottom of the book. See, nice and tight. And the top is already loosening because of the weight. So the reason you saw G.I. Joe up there in the beginning backwards is because what I do is for a year, I flip them. And then the next year, I flip them again. Now, I know not everybody can do this. For example, guys like Omar from Near Mint Condition or Jess from Omnidog or whatever, they can't do that because they have probably in the thousands of books, especially Omar. His book collection is ridiculous. It's beautiful. So with a guy like him, I mean, yeah, I guess he could start in January 1st, maybe do a shelf a day, and by March he's done. And then next year he could, reverse them again. But the problem with that is he does videos too, and I'm sure he doesn't want to go through the trouble of flipping them back and forth. Again, that's a lot of books to be flipping so you don't destroy the spines, or so at least they're even. Now, when they're still in plastic like this, because I have read Lucifer as they came out originally, and then I picked these up because I really wanted them, because I just wanted to kind of get this whole universe, the whole Sandman, Lucifer, and all those other books from Vertigo, because at the time, Vertigo's going away, so I didn't think they were ever going to come back. So when I bought these, I was like, I don't need to read them right now because I kind of remember some of the storylines. So that's why these are not open. But I know, yes, Omnis or any book should never live in plastic because plastic will destroy a book too, guys. So this is just kind of like a temporary thing. It's only been here on my shelf for maybe a year. You're good for like 3 to 4 years before you have to worry about this getting yellow and destroying your book. So that's pretty much, and plus my room is nice and dry. I have humidifiers in here and all that good stuff. But anyway, yeah, so let's go to the next shelf.